guys, welcome back. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, it's Sahara. So today's video is going to be a brown smoky eye tutorial. I got requested to do this in one of my other makeup videos like a couple of weeks ago, but I've been so invested in putting out some fall videos and clothing haul videos, and this is going to be a talk through, not a voiceover, since I haven't done makeup in probably like over a month now. I haven't even worn makeup off camera, so I'm gonna have to get back into this. I already did my brows off camera. I'm gonna have to clean them up, but let's get started. Okay, I just put my hair up like this. It's a little wonky, but it's okay. And if you're wondering where my earrings and my bodysuit is from, it's from Shein. I already did a haul. So I will link it down below if you guys want to see that. I'm gonna put this headband around my hair so we can just ignore my hair for the time being. I did some organizing just right quick on my makeup brushes and stuff, and I put like all my eye brushes together, all my like bronzer brushes, and then I have like foundation brushes. I'm telling you guys, it's so much more organized that way and easier to get to what I need to get to and know what brush I want to use. I don't even know what brush I want to use. And also I set my makeup up a different way so that I can have my mirror here so that I don't have to keep looking that way. Even though my monitor is over this way, I will be checking on that, you know, all the time to make sure that I have everything where I need it to go. But anyway, so I'm going to start off with the, what is this? The Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade Medium 25. In this video, I'm going to be using makeup products that I haven't used in a long time. Yeah, makeup products that have just been in the back of my drawer, sitting there, going bad, wasting. So I'm going to try to use as much makeup that I haven't used in a long time in this video, but also at the same time try to keep it as affordable as possible. Okay, so now that my eyes are primed and I'm looking crazy because I blended the concealer under here as well. Any excess product. So I'm going to set this with the Kat Von D translucent powder. Oh my gosh, I forgot just how messy this little powder is. I know some people don't set their concealer primer with powder, but I always set it because it just makes it easier to blend. In my opinion, I find that it changes like the formula of the eyeshadow when you do not set your primer. It'll make it more like a sheen eyeshadow rather than a matte one, and I want a matte look. I have two palettes that I'm going to be using in today's video. I have the Anna Frozen 2 palette from ColourPop. I have to use this palette. This is my favorite fall palette, so I have to incorporate this palette somehow. And then the best fall palette, matte eyeshadows, warm tones, the Nubian palette by Juvia's Place. This is like my favorite palette. Right here in the Anna palette and this one right here in the Juvia's Place palette are very similar matte warm tone shades. Yeah, I'm going to go into the Anna palette and use this shade called Wind and apply that in the crease. And since this is a smoky eye look, I am not going to go in with eye tape. I'd rather this look be like really blown out. And I also like to blend a lot of the product into this inner corner right here where it connects to the contour. I love how that looks. It'll probably get messed up anyway by the foundation, and I'll just go back and fix it. Still the Anna palette and using that shade right there called Charades, I think that's what it's called. And I'm going to use a flat fluffy brush. A fluffier brush will give a more smoked out type of look rather than using a flat brush, like a flat thin one. And I'm gonna pack this all over the lid. You can also go in with a primer underneath to really darken it, but I'm not gonna do that. And you always want to make sure when you're working with deeper tones to pack it close to the lash line first and then blend your way up. This eyeshadow kind of looks a little bit more purple. And it's like, I don't know, is it a deeper purple? Is it a deep purple or is it a brown? Okay, so I just went ahead and did the other eye off camera. I'm going to go into the Nubian palette now because this palette is, this brown right here is just a little bit more purple. In the pan it looks brown. It's like a brown purple, and you can't really tell the difference, but I need it to be a little bit more brown. This chocolatey brown right here, that would have been a perfect brown, but you know, we can always go in with one shade and then use another. So using the same brush and just packing that on as well, packing it over. And I love this Morphe brush. It's in a set. It's just a small fluffy brush, because while it does pack on the shade, it also kind of blends it out at the same time. This eyeliner, this is the Rimmel London Exaggerate Smoke and Shine Automatic Gel Liner in the shade 002 Copper Bling. It's like a really deep bronzy tone, and I'm going to apply that in the waterline. Okay, so I also dragged it down on the lash line as well, a little bit below that. And then for the last shade that I'm going to use on the lid, I am going to use this deep cool tone brown. It's like a black brown, and apply that close to the lash line. So I'm going to go in with these ones from Ioni. These are the 3D Faux Mink Lashes and Wispy Dramatic Flare. I think that should really help bring this eye look out. While I'm waiting for those lashes to dry, because I think it's going to take me a little while, I'm going ahead and get started on my face. So for my face makeup, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Prep and Hydrate Balm. I used to love this Hydrate Balm. I was using it all the time. And it's a little bit more on the, I guess I'm almost out. I can hurry up and finish this up. So it's on the more greasier side for dry skin, and since I'm using a mattifying foundation today, one I need to get rid of before it expires. I need all the grease I can get, and I really like it. For foundation, I'm gonna go ahead and use the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop in the shade Neutral Tan. I should take these earrings off first before I do this, because even though these earrings are brown, I still don't want foundation on them. And I'm just using one of my favorite foundation brushes to blend this out. This is the Japanese brush in 706. This is why I can't wait to get rid of this foundation, because it's a matte drying foundation. And for it to be matte and as drying as it is, especially on my skin type, it doesn't have full coverage, and I have to go back in with more coverage. Don't you just hate like when the glue gets stuck to your tweezers and it pulls at your lashes? And then I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, again in the shade Medium 25. Trying to finish this one up. For cream contour, I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Turks and Caicos. I think this was it? No, this is not Turks and Caicos. Aqua bronzer in the shade Bronzed Violet. There's this new brush that I got for contouring, which is the e.l.f. Sculpting Face Brush. And I love this cream bronzer. So pigmented, but I still like a lot of bronzer. Let's see, I think I'm just going to blend this out with my foundation brush, all of it. And I'm rubbing it off as I blend this out, so I'm not adding any more product to any places that I'm blending. To clean this up a little bit, a trick that I have is to take the foundation, just a little bit of it, and clean it up with that instead of using concealer, because concealer tends to change the color of your foundation, especially if you use that to clean the bronzer up with. Under the eyes, I'm going to use the Ben Nye Banana Powder. No, you know something? I'm going to use the Ben Nye Banana Powder and a mixture of the Kat Von D Golden Powder to set the under the eyes and the whole face with. Jeez. This is always at the top waiting for me. Can you guys see the difference tone? Probably not. And I'm using the Real Techniques setting brush to set under the eyes. using a powder brush to set the rest of the face. For bronzer, I'm going to use what I have in here. This is a Lancome bronzer, but I dumped the Lancome bronzer out and I put in, what e.l.f. bronzer that I put in? Hold on. I put in this e.l.f. bronzer, which is in Turks and Caicos because it broke one time. So that's what's in here, mixed in with the NYX Highlight and Contour Kit in the shade Tan and another shade that was dark. So I just dumped it, crunched it up, put it in here, and then you just press it out of here to get it out. And that's what I'm going to use. Gotta get out some more. Okay, so my camera died. Now I'm back after it charged a little while. I'm going to use this Makeup Forever blush. I don't remember the shade name or number because it's on the back of this, and if I try to open it I'm gonna dig my finger in there, but it's like this purpley pink tone. It's a little, it'll make your cheeks look a little bit like they got punched or slapped, so that's why I don't really use this blush, but I think this mauve tone will kind of go nice with the look today. Yeah. So for highlighter, I'm going to use the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector, this liquid one in the shade Prosecco Pop. I think a champagne tone would be nice. And because I don't want a lot of highlighter, and I feel like a liquid one you can really work with really well, I'm going to blend some of this out on the back of my hand and use this brush. No. Oh my gosh, that's way too much right there. Now that I have this before and all of this, I am going to just highlight the inner corner because I do like how this gold looks next to the brown. I'm going to set my face with the e.l.f. Hydrating Coconut Mist. Oh my gosh, my eyelashes, my eyes have been watering because of this eyelash glue. Since we're doing a day look, I'm not going to apply any eyeshadow to the bottom lashes. I'm just going to use this brow, what is this? The Clean Color Fragrance Brows Tinted Brow Mascara. It's a brown one, and I'm going to use that as mascara. I feel like that's kind of drying out. I think for the day look, I'm going to go in with this combo right here, a liquid lipstick and this topper. Okay, so this liquid lipstick is by the brand JD Glow Cosmetics, and this is in the shade Melt. It's a deep brown. It's old, so I think that may be why it smells like a mixture of chocolate and alcohol. Now I'm going to try this new product that I got. This is the Maybelline Color Jolt Intense Lip Paint in the shade 05 Strip Down. Ooh, that's way too much. That smells so good. Well, that like gave it like a cool tone type of look. But let me powder it down right quick. So I'm going to use that Kat Von D translucent powder just to powder this lipstick down, because I like a more matte look. Okay, so this is part one. This is my day look. So of course you can go ahead and put your hair up. You can wear it however you want. My hair is being a little difficult. I did flat iron it earlier, and for some reason it keeps frizzing out, so I don't know what else to do with it. I'm going to fix it in the next part of this video, so you're going to see. So let me just zoom in so you guys can see everything. So to start off, I already took off my lipstick because I'm going to be using a different one, and I put my headband back on and took my earrings off, and that's just what I did. So I'm going to I'm going to go into the Nubian palette by Juvia's Place, and I'm going to use probably a mixture of these two shimmers. One is more of like a bronzy, warm brown tone, and the other one is more like a deep tone. They're both shimmers, so this is that bronzy tone, and this is the deep tone. Just going to take this little this little flat brush, and I'm going to spray it with the e.l.f. Hydrating Coconut Mist. I'm going to drop everything, hopefully not. I'm going to start off with the warm brown shade and see what that does. I'm also going to keep the lashes on as well, even though this inner corner part is coming up. I'm going to have to cut these lashes, so oh, that's such a pretty bronzy color. Oh my gosh, I'm taking it way up there. It's okay, we can blend this out. I'm gonna go back in with this brush that I used earlier. No, I'm not. I'm gonna go in with, let's see, I'm gonna go in with this brush that I used earlier just to blend this part right here. This deep shade right here. Ooh. I'm like picking up more than what's needed, so it's making it a little bit crumbly. And I'm gonna spray the brush and apply this right next to it, but more on the, ooh, look at that, but more on the outer half. And it's still a shimmer, so you don't have to take it all the way up into the crease. And just blending them together so there's like no line. Okay, so I'm gonna go back into the Anna palette and use this shade right here called Scooch In and apply that in the inner corner. It has like a shift to it that I think would be really pretty with this look. I'm gonna use this eyeliner from LA Colors. This is the eye marker in the shade Brown, but it's like a really deep brown that looks almost black. So I'm going to, should I create a wing? I don't really think I need to create a wing, but I am going to drag it out in the inner corner and give myself that little point that I like. I am going to go back in with this shade right here, this dark matte one, and run that on the lower lash line. And then I'm going to take a little bit of this brown right here and run that right under it. So I went in with this Iman Cosmetics lipstick in the shade Obsession. So I have a curler that I got. This is the Juicy Couture Professional Curling Wand. And I got it from Ross and it was $12.99. So I'm going to be trying this out today. I've never tried it before, and this is how it looks. It has this really beautiful velvet packaging. It's expensive, but it is Juicy Couture. So it also comes with this glove, but we won't do the glove today. And this is how the curling wand looks, and it says Juicy Couture right here. Okay, so it smells like it's ready. Yeah, it seems like it's ready. So I'm going to start taking a few pieces and just curling them, seeing how this works as well. I was not expecting it to go up that high. Ow. Wait. Oh dear God, help. If I'm not curling it naturally, then I'm using a flat iron to do that flat iron curl and not curler, so excuse me for not knowing how to use this properly. I don't have a hair clip with me, so I'm gonna have to tie these pieces to the front. Which, as tight as these curls are, they can afford to be in this little thing. So you guys get the drift. I'm gonna go ahead and finish curling my hair off camera because I mean, now that I got this going, I have to continue to go and my camera's not gonna hold that much. So I'll see you guys after I finish curling. So I finished curling my hair. This curling iron is the truth. I'm just gonna pull some out a little bit like this because these curls are really tight. And I don't like Shirley Temple curls anymore. I used to always rock Shirley Temple curls. When I use the, I use something. Okay, hold on. Alright guys, and this is the completed look, part 2. We went from day to night, and this is the smoky eye look with some curls. I'm really loving that curling iron. If you guys come across that Juicy Couture curling iron, or I don't know, this is my first time actually using a curling iron that looked like that. Like I said, I always use flat irons to curl my hair, and I love that. So if you can get your hands on a Juicy Couture one, something a little bit more high-end, I recommend 10 out of 10. I literally counted down from 5 seconds. I did 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Literally just like that, and that's all you need. It takes like 5 seconds for it to curl and give you like some tight curls. Like you guys seen how tight those curls were. They weren't loose. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We had a long one, but we made it through to the end, hopefully. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!